It's real now.
Welcome back to WRC When Real Connect, Season 2, Episode 5, Go Green. Now, we're not talking about the ecosystem at all, people. We're talking about, people who out here getting it, okay? At the end of every episode, we usually give somebody green light shout out. Well, today we have a couple go-getters and trendsetters here that we're going to talk to in a few. But before we get into all that, let's get into this tea session with Dotty.
Hey, you know how I do it. We just going to give you a little sip of that drama. I can't take him. Okay. Look, we just going to start off with a couple of quick things. Now, if y'all recently been seeing in the news, Vivica Fox was basing out 50 Cent to the T. Played him like, look, he basically tried to make it seem like he was a little bit on the other side because he took a picture with Soulja Boy on this, like...
But they was a little too close.
They was a little too close,
For
yeah.
man law, they was too
and
close.
if y'all will see the picture, you'll understand why it is a little too close. It is a little too close for the man law, especially with a man with his shirt off and his pants wrapped. So, yeah, but, 50 came back with his little shade, as he always do.
You said that your Vivica, you was saying that when you was looking, man.
There it goes. Right. Naturally, 50. But it's like, Vivica, why would you even pick that fight with him knowing he messy on the net? You knew he was going to come with jabs, right? So, Vivica, grow up on that end. The one thing about relationships when you break up is it get ugly. Make sure you don't say nothing that you only need to say. That was something you didn't need to say based on the cover. Now, if you had some facts, throw them out to us. Other than that, let it go. All right? So, Vivica, there you go. We're going to throw that go to you because you need to get on with that. All right? Next is Memphis' Toya is back. Now, I don't know if y'all remember Memphis and Toya, right? Lil Wayne's ex-woman or whatever. It was a big thing about Memphis, basically hitting or abusing K. Michelle.
Right.
And so,
she was found guilty.
Right. Yeah. But at the same time, it was a lot of facts that kind of brewed from it where it was like, okay, they was hiding his title, basically, because he was an A&R, he was representing the company. So, they had the money to cover it up to make him seem a little bit more clean in it. But you can tell her dedication to that story, it was some truth behind that, if you ask me. Any woman that really stored that out, money. She wasn't. She never did.
And but how she got $1 million contract.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, on that note, they definitely got a show together because Toya and Memphis is now broken up, or at least separating. And he basically was talking about on the show how every year, every 12 months, he get 8 weeks out of a month, 8 days out of a year to cheat, basically, to go on a rage. His wife let him do it, come back. What? To me, that's a mess.
8
it's like
hall passes.
Right, 8 hall passes.
8,
not even 8. That's more than 8, depending on how many you knocking out a day.
But she kind of like said it in a standpoint of the relationship was already over. And she was just letting him do that because he gonna do it anyway type
But
shit,
it's one of them things, I think as women, we tend to give that flexibility. We walk in saying, well, we know things may happen. Prime example, like the little chick Nia and Soulja Boy. You know what I'm saying? If you watch Love and Hip Hop. Like, basically, Soulja Boy said, look, she let me do this. And you can tell, in a sense, she's had that conversation. Like, look, I know you're on the road. I know this is stuff that you're going to do. Just don't let it get back to me. But when you approach a man like that... Right, but when you approach a man like that, you basically giving him permission, like, okay, so just make sure it's cool. Okay, we good. So on that note, watch that show, because they're gone on that one. They're not on go, they're gone. All right, because that relationship's finito. All right. On the next little pluggery that we got going on here, Rick Ross and his fiance just kind of made it public like about a month ago that they was even doing their thing. And they already had a separation because of, claiming she's a little thopper. If you see the pictures, thop.
He couldn't stay out of Wingstop. That's what that was about.
The thing is that when you find a girl in the dance floor, like, it's basically pictures of her and Meek Mill. She's naked sitting on Meek Mill's laps because she was clearly dancing. She's been out with Dray. She's been out with Slim Thug. She just got a list of them. So you want to wipe up that one. What about your baby mama or the one that held you down for 15 years and ain't really do nothing to you? And when you went to jail and you did your time.
His one baby's mom is an escort.
But that's not good. That's the problem. But see, big dudes will for that because when you was younger, you wasn't getting that action. No offense. I'm sorry. No offense. Life.
That shoe was fitting real tight over there.
Not all big men. I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah, not all of them.
I ain't never paid for it.
Man, Clyde will wife a hoe in a minute.
Listen, Rick Ross need to start running chicks. You was already a police officer, right? Officer Williams. Why can't you pull the connects? That's his last name. Pull the connects, run these bras before you pull them back and you wipe them up. It ain't a good look.
Purple flowers, serving my chest.
I I can't deal with this dude, man. Look, on to the next piece, and this is just a little quick one. Oh, but to throw out, the main reason why I wanted to throw out the fiance and the Rick Ross ones, and not because they leaving each other, because I actually got a crush on them, so I can care less. But she actually consulted with Karrueche Trans management team to learn how, if they did go south, how she can keep her career going. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a big sign for you right here. Like, you basically looking into seeing that if it go wrong, look, how I'm going to be relevant, right? Yeah. Which Karrueche is now in movies and so forth. So, shout out to Karruecheana, or whatever that is. But look, next piece, and just a quickie, okay, a go coming up, is R. Kelly. He got a new album coming out called The Buffet. Hey.
Backyard
You hear that? He got a new album coming out called The Buffet.
What he eating?
Buffet.
He's eating a buffet.
What he eating?
Buffet.
Well, that's all I'm going to say there.
Like groceries.
There it is. But he got that coming out, so we definitely need to make sure we stay tuned on that. And lastly, Serena Williams, man. She pulled some stuff out the box with all the hips and all that athleticness of her. I don't know if that's a real word. Stay with me. But either way, you know, somebody stole her phone off the table from the restaurant, or off the chair from the restaurant, ran out. She go running out after him, but politely got it back. She played her hand, pulled up on him like, hey, you know, did you accidentally take the phone? Knowing dang well you didn't.
Right.
But it shows how dependent people is on them phones, and what you got, your most secrets are in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I can tell you one thing, like working with technology or, you know, utilities per se, I ain't gonna give you all my details of where I be at. Per se.
If you deleted it, ain't really deleted.
It ain't. But on top of that, I think we are very just like, we need our phones. We put too much. And I always say, what about the time where you lose your phone or get stolen, and then you start going all over?
You know it's your mama. That's it.
Right, man.
Hey,
Mom,
somebody stole my phone.
That's the worst thing about it, is that phone list where you just don't know nobody's number.
I don't know nobody's number but my mama's.
That because technology.
Sorry.
Get back to the original, when we wrote down a list of numbers and you had all your friends and all your people on notebook paper.
And you scratched them out when y'all fell out and you had to rewrite them.
Right. You had to update it. There it go. Hey, that's how it is. But there it is. That's your tea session again. Just to throw y'all a little bit of the juice recently that's popping off. Of course, you already know this messery here with Tone over here, DottyRedd, Lola B, and Shayla May. We're going to take a quick break. Come back, start them interviews off for them greens. Those on go. Let's go.
Kitty, kitty, ayy, get it, kitty, get it, kitty, let's go. Drop that, kitty, ayy, kitty, kitty, let's go. I see the world on my titties, though. Kitty living, kitty, let's go. Drop that, kitty, ayy.
Welcome back to WRC, and we're here with ReRock, with ReRock Apparel. Is that what it's called, right? Okay, I got it right. And he doing his thing. I know y'all seen his commercials and stuff on our thing. So here's the guy.
Here he is in the flesh.
And so where did the name ReRock come from?
Just me re-rocking, doing jeans, and I started off by myself doing my own and my son's, and I just ran with a couple names, and then that one kind of stuck. People liked it, and it's ReRock. You taking an old pair of jeans and getting them ReRock. You know what I'm saying? Anything jean apparel, really, like jackets, shirts. I done did shirts, skirts, anything, like, you know what I'm saying? I just like fashion, though, man. I've been dressing.
That's what's up. That leads me to my next question. What was your influence in fashion? Like, what influenced you?
For real, like, growing up in a life, my uncle was flashy, dressed. You know, so I always wanted to make sure I was fresh when I came outside for my uncle, like. And I've been getting, you know what I'm saying, I got best dressed, all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I've just been a fashion type of person since I was little. I can't explain it, like, for real. I just like getting fresh.
So you don't got no specific influence. No, you just like to be, okay.
I just like clothes.
I feel it. You fresh.
I like to see people looking good.
Yeah, he always was the one skipping school for them Jordans back in the day. Nah, it's him.
So, you know we got to play a quick game, because that's what we do here.
All right.
So, okay. If you see a panhandler asking for money, and you feel bad, right? So you give your last $2. As soon as you turn around and he pulls out a wad of money, would you ask for the money back, or would you just be like, whatever?
That's a hard question, man. Because I might have to ask for my money back, man. You feel me? But no, I probably wouldn't. I got older, got used to, we could say years ago, I would have been like, I need my money back. But now I'm going to be like, that's on you, man. He see everything you do. So if you did me like that, karma gonna come back around, man.
Oh, that's
now. The new me, I'm letting that slide now.
The new me. I like that. I need to be like that.
It's still in work now. I might slip up sometimes.
That's what's up. I might ask for it back too. Seriously, not my $2. Not my last $2.
Yeah, he pull out. He got hundreds and 20s, man. And I don't see no ones and fives, man. You doing something right. I might ask you what you doing, man.
That's what he doing. He's on that corner, getting people like us. So okay, you just leave the club and it's a ton of people outside. You're at the stoplight when your car stalls, backfires, and begin to poop as you start to hit the corner. All the people start staring at you. Would you stop the car immediately, try to get the car farther away from the people? Would you look back, mad, confused, laugh, anything?
Me, man, I'm probably going to stop and ask for help, man. I'm not embarrassed easily.
You're not embarrassed?
No, I'll be like, hey, you seen what happened, man. It's my car. Right. Obviously, I ain't got no payments on this. You know? Hey. But yeah, I'll get out and ask for help, man.
Would you?
Call my brother or something, man. Or something, man.
Nah. I would have tried to get as far away from the scene as I can. I don't need nobody seeing me like that.
Like, dang, Lola's car messed up, yo.
We just seen it on TV.
Picture on Facebook, that joint.
Listen, don't judge, okay? I'm just saying. Okay, so one more question. So you just started rocking with this new chick. Y'all meet up, she bad or whatever. As y'all head back to the house, you notice she got a very strong odor. Are you still gonna take her home? Or is you like, nah, is you gonna tell everybody? What you gonna do?
I ain't gonna put her on blast, but she not coming with me.
She ain't gonna.
No.
You just gonna tell her like, hey.
I mean, we can talk about it, and maybe I might get a better understanding. I gotta see. I can't just let her be funky though, man. No, not if I'm rocking with her, man.
You ain't gonna be like, you know what? I just got tired. I gotta work. Sorry.
I mean, I'll tell her what you got an odor. You need to take a shower. I don't know what you want me to do. Hey, you gotta keep it real, people, man.
Really? Not this guy. He probably would have still took her, huh?
No. Wait a minute. I got standards some days.
Yeah.
Some days.
Yeah, depending on what day it is. So you might be.
If it's the last day of the month or the first day of the month, that make a big difference. You know,
Really?
if it's like day 26 or if it's day 17.
What does the days have to do with anything?
Stress. That's what the days have to do with it. Stress.
Okay, and there you have it. ReRock Apparel. Where can they find you?
Facebook, Instagram, ReRock Apparel. I'm all over the internet, man. I try to be, but everywhere, everybody you can find everywhere else at, man.
I'm gonna bring you these suit pants. I got it. My mama gonna let the hem out from my prom.
Bring them on.
I'll bring them on around to you. I'm gonna get them ReRock.
Hey.
I'm pretty no. We're not doing that. On that note, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back.
No matter what they say, na 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 go. No matter what they say, give me that money, go. That money make you beef. They say they want a problem.
Welcome back to the WRC Show. We have DJ Lelo here as our guest for today. How you been?
I'm all right.
Good,
Doing
good.
pretty well.
That's good, that's good. I see you still out here on go, making moves.
Indeed.
Alrighty, so for those who don't know, how long have you been in the music industry?
Well over 20 years. I admit that much. Started out with the headshots back in the day, in the days at 11:11, and we're here now.
I remember that.
Right, I know. We're them Easter talent shows.
Yes.
That's when everybody was together.
Woo!
I don't know
Right.
what happened to the city out there.
Man, that Civic used to go.
You know what happened?
Look, your Lola don't know that part of the life. Oh,
It's okay, 216. It's okay. You know.
She know about
Whatever.
Hot Sauce Williams though.
Right.
See,
It's a
you ain't hip.
restaurant.
You ain't hip.
no, I don't.
Okay. Definitely. Okay, well, we know you got your hands in a lot of stuff. What have you been doing? What people are you working with right now?
I just started my management company, which is ADB Marketing and Management, in which we basically it's gonna get the artists to in front of the faces they need to be in front of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to do that for a lot of our artists now.
Kind of like an artist development in a sense.
Yes, definitely. Right now I'm in partner with my dude, Sweets. He was another headshot from back in the days, which he got MDK management. He got Day and Night out right now, and they doing pretty hot. You know, they got their video on This Is 50. So,
okay.
yeah,
That's big. That's big.
shot the video out in California, so it's all right.
Okay,
That's
cool.
good.
Well, what artist, song, occurrence that happened in your life that even made you get into mixing and doing that?
Truthfully, I schemed my way into to this whole program. I started out as an artist, like I said, but back then I recognized that we didn't have enough advertisement for the rappers. Like we're not New York, we're not Cali, so we didn't have enough advertisement for it. So I became a promoter. When I moved back from Atlanta here, and I wanted to bring whatever I learned out there in Atlanta and Virginia, where I used to stay, back home. So I lied about being a promoter. I've been doing this and this, and got my hand on a promotion job.
You hear that, people? Sometimes you got to lie your way
Yeah,
up.
definitely do.
That's what Trump did.
Yeah, for real.
And once I had the promotion job, I was trying out DJs for the club, but I didn't like every DJ. We didn't like them, so one day I just did it my way, and I did it myself, and we rocked it, and I've been a DJ ever since.
Self-motivation.
That's
You don't
right.
like it, get it going yourself.
Put it in
So
your phone,
before
man.
you just went by Laylo and then you just threw
I was
the DJ
Laylo
on
the
there?
Don.
Laylo the Don.
Yeah.
Laylo the Don.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sound like
Don
trouble
Laylo.
people.
Right. Well, speaking of Atlanta and everywhere, what is the craziest thing you've seen being a DJ on the road? Like, road stories are the best to hear, so I know you got some
A
good
nigga
ones.
not want to pay me my money. Craziest story I ever seen.
That would
in
be
my
a
life.
dude stuff when I wasn't getting paid.
Yeah. That was the last time.
Yeah, I could believe it. Now, have you ever, like, when you, like, even locally wise, and you on the booth, you know, have you ever had a situation where people, like, coming up to you just being hounded by questions and, like, requests? Like, how do you handle it when everybody coming up with a song?
Let me tell you, a DJ's worst nightmare is a request.
Yeah.
Really?
Play that R. Kelly. What?
And I try to explain to requesters like this. It's just like you on your job. You don't want to be bothered, do you?
Man, he done gave us a title.
So I
try
can't
to tell
request no
requesters.
That's not, and it's not, you know what? For real,
I've
though.
requested a song from you before. I'm kind of hurt.
The problem being though, okay, say you request your song. You got some people over there, they making a mixtape like they at home. Okay, they ask you for one song, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I know.
Then they ask you for another song, you be like, all right, motherfucker. You know what I'm
So
saying?
chronic requesters,
yeah,
baby.
you be like,
I be
okay.
too prideful. After
I'll
the
say,
first time
hey.
already handling up there to get you, I'm
Oh,
like, dude, I'm not
DJ.
doing that.
Whenever I ask
Gotta
you,
make it
you
good.
always play my song. Yo
DJs,
Gotti,
tip
I
of the
got
day.
that sack.
Tip of the
If they
day.
ask too much, just put a tip jar by your DJ.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
For sure.
That
Now
would-
that's a go-getter
everybody
move right
else.
there. And that's exactly why he's here on the green. All
Right.
Little green over here, look.
Right.
Started from the
Definitely
bottom,
on
now
the
he
go.
going. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Wait, let me ask you. So sometimes when people ask you to request a song, do you say yeah, but you really don't ever play the song?
Oh, of course.
All the time.
Of course.
like
Anybody know
when
me as a
people do that.
DJ, you, if you're not in the mix, you might not get it played, you know, unless it's hot. Because you got a lot of people that come up to you and they request the wrong song at the wrong
At the
time.
wrong
So it's,
time.
so it's a strategy and when it comes
Like
to
it
DJing.
might be jumping. They
A
want
lot
to
of
hear some
people
Beyonce dance for you.
A lot of people think
You be looking at
DJing is
them
just
like,
playing a
no,
song.
It's all about
That's-
the,
what's
it's all
the-
about the
right.
groove.
What's the craft behind it? Like, you know, you just basically said it's a strategy.
It's not even a craft though.
So, like, let me ask you this. Club, it start at 8. It end at 2:30. No, it don't start. So, start at 10, end at 2:30. At 10 o'clock, what would be one of your first songs? Like,
10
how you
o'clock?
started off early in?
Well, basically, I like to play. I would say I will play old songs that was dope
Okay.
before the crowd get there.
Like that hot
You know what I
here?
mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Just old songs.
Why
that
that's
was
always
dope.
something playing hot? Yeah.
Then you
so
also
hot
got to
in
judge by
here.
your crowd.
Yeah.
You also got to judge by your crowd.
Yeah.
Because you might have a lot of ladies in there, and you can't go gangster.
Right.
As you would if you had a lot of fellas.
Take
in
the
there. You feel
advice,
me?
people.
Please,
I
'cause
hate
there's
being
some
somewhere and it's
horrible
just
DJs.
hood.
Definitely is.
Those days, remember you used to be in the middle just straight rushing and jumping and, you know, had that hyphy moment. That was back when that crime mob was going and you just kind of got everybody
Look,
fighting.
but
Right.
Yeah, right. Like,
that little-
now it's
hey,
like,
we
you
used to
know.
fight off that little John in the boot and scoop
Oh, yeah,
back
that
in
little
the
At
day.
the boot,
to get
you
the
used to go
party.
to the boot and scoop? I didn't even know that was going. When you
Actually, it's called the boot scooting. Both of
boot
y'all was.
scoop. Wait, it was the boot scoop saloon, right?
Yes.
Wait, y'all used to be there? Bopping. It was like 17-year-olds going in. We was
Right.
16, changing lives.
We
All
were
right.
16 because I think we was. Never mind.
Okay, hey.
Moving along. because we changed our lives here on the WRC Show. You are no stranger to the show, so you know we got to play a little game real quick.
Random.
You liking that? I see you
What
like
it smell
that.
like? What that hair smell like?
It's not Head and Shoulders, but named Dove.
It is Head and Shoulders. Actually.
Okay, well,
Is
it's Head and
it?
Shoulders. I know my.
The apple
You can
pie.
clearly tell the
my
quality of
shampoo.
hair she got, and she got head and shoulders on. Okay.
Anyway. Oh God, I shouldn't have flung it by him. Jesus, help me.
Can't take him.
Okay, lay low. You pull into a packed parking lot and you see there's 2 spots left, a handicap and a regular spot. You see an old man with a sticker. He's cutting you off. So you whip into the regular spot, leaving only the handicap spot. That's where we at. Would you say something to the man or let it go? Like, cause he done pulled into the.
So the old man
he
done
pulled
whipped
into
into
the
the
good
regular
spot, and it's only the handicap left.
And he got a
knowing
sticker?
he got a sticker, and it ain't no reason why he shouldn't have pulled into the spot that's rightfully his, so you can pull into yours.
Truthfully,
You gonna pull into the handicap.
I'm gonna yank up in that handicap.
Oh my
And then you
You know
gonna
what I
walk in
mean?
like you didn't hear about it.
I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna come back out. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna yank up in the handicap.
So you're not gonna address the old man.
You see
at
how
all.
he trying
You
to clean
gonna
that
act
up? He gonna go in but come back out
Yeah.
because legally he gonna
Definitely
move the
did.
car because he's a good person.
Yeah.
But really, are you? Are you really?
I mean, you gotta think about it though. Why would the handicaps man pull into the regular spot?
Look, he mad.
So we
I
just-
feel like that too.
I just come back out and say we was gonna swap out.
Okay,
You know?
Well then.
there it is. I
All
think
right.
he's generous.
Question number 2. You're out DJing when you see 2 of your exes approaching the booth together.
Bathroom time. It's autoplay
Yeah, that's
bathroom
Wait,
time.
dang! I can't even give you the options.
No,
You
that
just gonna
ain't
go into it, huh?
I'm
There
telling
it
you, it happened before.
The options are. It's happened before.
Yes, very much so.
I know it's a scary sight, especially when you up high and you like, is that Jada and June? She come here like, wait, what do they want? It gotta be a problem. They said
Oh,
that.
it is a problem.
Right. So the question you have to
Yeah.
answer
They done
out
put
of the
the lies
3.
they
You can't
got
pick your
together.
own.
Okay.
See what's up immediately.
He lying.
Stay at the booth and act too busy all night. You mixing, you got too much going on. Or have someone see what's up for you. You know, see your man's like, let's see what they want.
What they coming up here for?
I'm busy.
I'm making money.
Oh, he going
Ain't
to
no
the
D on
bathroom.
there, like.
Ain't no D. Ain't no D.
Yeah,
D
go to the
is going to
bathroom.
the bathroom.
You cannot.
But then you gotta pass them. So you really want to pass them, or you want to stay up? I'm like, dude, I'd rather.
I'm gonna stay for the
No,
music
it's
too loud.
that. Hold on. I can't hear you. I gotta use
Give me a
back.
second. Give me real quick.
But if I gotta
Come
choose
back
from the
out.
answers, I'm gonna stay up in the booth and just act like I'm going in. I can't really pay
They
attention. I'm
paying
on my
me,
job.
man. They already been on my back lately about going back and forth. I gotta
Right.
finish this up.
I'm in the workplace. I can't do it with you. All right. Number 3.
Requesters.
The same cashier twice has not given you your 13 cents of change.
What? She ain't getting money back.
Address it or no? What you want?
13 cents.
No,
All the time?
I wouldn't stress myself
$13.
about no
All the
13
time?
cents.
Somebody just, they
Every time you go,
I
you
don't
and
care if
Marks
it's a
and the
penny, I
same
want
little
it.
young girl just keep shorting your change though.
Why she gotta
like,
be a young girl?
I don't know.
Marks. Everybody at work at Marks is either
Right.
80 or 13.
It
Like,
might have been the old biddy, you know.
the
They do
old
that.
biddy.
they use the money. They use
That's
the
the
money.
name now. Old
She be
biddy.
getting sensitive about that young girl
Did
stuff.
she? Little young
So you
girl.
gonna
Up
let the
here with all
change
these
go?
little cougars,
I'ma let it
you
go.
know, and they
13
always-
cents each time. That add up to millions.
Pause the show. This heifer done called us cougars. Pause the show.
Wait a minute.
You listen.
First of all,
You like
Shayla's part of the MILF gang.
Milk
Wow.
gang.
She calls that.
Hashtag.
I am not part of any of that. So, I don't even know where that came from. We probably need to cut from that
See what I'm
point.
saying?
Slightly offended. Slightly offended. Okay.
Youngsters.
You're out having a drink. You pick up your boy. You stop to get gas. You return to the car and your bottle is empty. Are you asking for the money on the bottle? Are you asking for another bottle? Are you asking for the gas money? Or are you going to
To
drop
go
it
back
off
up.
instantly? What are you doing?
No, we going to get. It's either the money or the bottle.
Dude is so. Now you done invited him to drink with you. He didn't drink a little
I mean,
more.
that-
you
that's
ain't have to give
happened
him no
before.
limit.
That's happened
Oh,
before
but
too.
everybody,
actually, for real.
everybody
You
got
have
a
in real life
limit when you ain't pay
situations.
for it.
You know we hang around.
But it ain't your bottle. It's a natural
But
limit.
if you know better, you don't leave that bottle in there. That's when you got to pop the trunk. Hold on.
You been
Close
sitting
it
there,
up.
y'all like you about to go in the car. Hey, let me run in the gas station real quick. Come back out. He done guzz it up.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
You know your friend that's a goldfish, though.
Yeah, right,
you
yeah.
don't leave the bottle around
we gonna
anyway.
argue.
Yeah.
Shit, we
He's-
gonna-
look,
gonna
he-
argue.
Especially depends what it is, huh?
Not
If
even
it's,
that.
period. It's principal.
Principal.
So if it's a Budweiser
Right.
and it was your own, what if you got your own and he got his own beer? He didn't drink his up. You done went in the store. Look, I done got person. He done went in the store, came back, and he done sipped on yours.
One of your friends is dead wrong because that was real
That
close to
wouldn't
your
happen.
heart.
Right.
So nothing.
Oh.
Look, he like same
Look,
thing.
he thinking about it though. He done got mad all over again.
Ain't no
Rub me
man
my
gonna
money.
drink after no another man.
Hey.
Well,
Oh yeah, they will.
Yes, they
That's
will.
man law.
They just ain't putting their mouth on it. Throw
they
it up.
right.
So pretty in
That's
that.
man law.
Man law.
Man law.
Man
Okay,
law
I
is have
heard
your
that.
thou shalt have his own bottle.
That's what I
What
said.
you mean?
Man law.
Man law, I like that. Right, Thy should have his own. What's the problem?
Who
Somebody
told you
tell
that scripture out the man law?
I know men, honey.
Now you done named it a scripture.
I
Yes,
said
man
thou
law.
shalt. No, man law.
Look,
I know men. That's what I
awkwardness.
do.
I can't stand Tom.
Alrighty, well, tell the people where they can follow you at, and you know what's next for you, what you got. Because I know you said that you're basically artist developing. So, is there like a certain spot? Can they find that, or
Yeah, he about to sign my my little young dude, little buckwheat. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get him on a 3 mixtape deal.
3 mixtape
And,
deal?
Is this for real?
yeah.
He serious? No, I'm like, wait.
He's going along with it. You know what?
We here, y'all. See, y'all ain't.
I'm like, hold on. Who is it? I ain't heard
A
of
3
I ain't heard
mixtape
of
deal.
buckwheat.
They ain't heard of Bug at all.
Hey,
Buck be going
Googling buckwheat.
So what's
That
but
buckwheat.
what, like you said, what's the move? What's next for you? What should we keep it an
Um,
eye out for you?
I got a lot of stuff.
You got a lot of stuff for real.
So,
for real.
Instagram, Facebook name, website.
Instagram, DJ Lelo 330. Facebook, don't even worry about that. That's overrated.
Yeah.
And Twitter, Laylo the Don.
Like, look, nice.
Next for me, we got an internet radio coming up.
Damn.
We got
You
more
already-
artists we coming to bring it to the city. To see what we gonna do.
Call me when y'all bring Silk the Shocker, man. I want to see him.
When have you last seen him?
You know what's
Is he
crazy
living?
though? We was gonna bring him.
See?
What? Oh, I was talking
we was
about.
gonna bring him. The only thing is,
Couldn't get
you
it.
know, no, it's not that. It's just wanted to make sure you gonna make that money.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What could he be charging? No, like that's a real question for
He
me.
gonna charge it to the game.
Because
That's what
I
he
was
gonna
a
do.
Silk fan, but
Me
that was
too.
only because he was shirtless.
Silk the
Yeah,
Shocker!
pictures,
Mainly when he
but-
was rocking with
I put it
Maya.
like this:
Right.
when
Right.
you hot, but when you not,
You
of
know.
course you take less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But he
For the
shouldn't be
price.
wanting nothing but a Greyhound ticket and a rare
Greyhound
Greyhound
ticket.
You gotta think, they
That's
still
And a
at
red roof room.
the moment you still got people that want to see Silk the Shocker.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Silk the
like,
Shocker!
impressed about
A
it. Put
Greyhound
some
ticket.
Skittles in his room for him and some Slim Jims and
That's
stuff.
it.
Like,
Bro, we didn't get a
he
one
good.
raw.
Like,
Silk, I ain't said.
Yeah,
I
he
said
did.
it.
He did his work. He did the
I said
not
it.
support.
Hey, they gonna get you to come down to the Akron Metro. Akron
man.
Metro Greyhound. They
Man,
gonna
that's
have
what's
you
up.
jump on the number 1, go to Montrose, get in the red room. Never mind.
I can't. Right, yeah, him. Look, I
Oh.
appreciate him coming on. What you got?
Speaker Leakers Radio. That's
Speaker-
what's coming out. It's called Speaker Leakers Radio off the mixtapes, a branch off of the mixtapes.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to put a whole bunch of artists on there and just go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
whole
mean?
bunch of artists. Hopefully, it's some DottyRedd on that.
Got people. She already did shit.
Yeah, there it is. You got to throw that plug in silently.
Real quick,
Look,
on the low, on the spot.
I always gotta say this because you know I love Laylo being on. When we first started the show, man, he was one of our first guests on here. He
Yep.
supported it since the beginning of it, all the growth. So it's mad love, man. His resume is viciously long. It's to the point where we don't have that time to go break that down. But y'all make sure y'all check him out from the artist development end, everything from his mixtapes, man, the locations, the halls that he's dealing with. Just keep an eye out on him for sure. All right, we're gonna take a quick little breakster. Take another little interview for them greens. And you already know we coming back with the WRC Show, Season 2 at 5. Let's go.
There you go.
All right, and we're back. Welcome back to the WRC Show. And I'm your host, Tone, a.k.a. Clyde Jackson. Follow me. Got a couple special guest fellas in here. Finally, something for the fellas. There's too much estrogen up here. You know what I'm saying? I finally got some testosterone. We gonna level it up. Got my man Frankie, baby. Dray, Steve Parms on the show with us today. How you guys doing? Y'all all right?
Ready to shoot, man.
Good, bro.
You know?
Y'all just laughing like it's comedy hour, man. We gotta be for
You
real,
on stage,
guys.
Man, you the dude.
Nah, man, y'all try. All right, so tell me about the hat and the movement and everything. You know that you guys got going, man. Check out the hat we got here.
CO7, man. We've been in business for a couple of years, man. We just had the Scullies come out, the hats, different colors, pink, gray, purple.
What you selling them for? The $3, the $1, the holla?
Nah, I ain't that cheap,
3
bro.
easy payments of $19.95.
Actually, yeah, that'll work. Prices went up a little bit.
They went up.
No, they
Inflation.
$7 a hat. We
Okay.
won't keep it 717.
Okay, so $1 for each day of the week. I feel it.
Right.
I feel it. So, tell the people what CO7 stands for.
Child of God, child of completion.
Okay, the number being 7.
Yeah,
Number of completion.
yeah.
Right. So, what made you design such a line that would be considered more of a Christian line? What was the movement behind that?
It's not really a Christian line. It's just that it's people behind it. Me and Steve started this company 3 years ago. We just happened to be going to church, and it's not like anybody can wear this. I mean, I got rappers wearing it on stage. Like it's a little bit everywhere, but it's not really a Christian per se line. And this is for everybody. Everybody's like really considered a child of God, even if you don't even believe in God.
Right. So, next question. What would you call the biggest battle in the industry that you face?
Non-supportiveness. Like, nobody supports nobody. It's like you got the dopest product on the planet, but like if you do it first or somebody else can't do it, they're gonna hate on you, or it's just competition is real stiff out here. So you gotta find like little niches to make your stuff sell, or just sell it overseas.
Okay. So, Steve, you got anything you want to add?
Just like you said, support and just people who just helping you out, you know, helping you push your product like you want to push it, you know.
Right.
So.
I push.
Right.
I push. Now, what's the I push?
I push stands for I pray until something happens.
Okay, you put the I on it like an iPhone. I like that. That's
You
slick.
said that, I didn't say that. For legal reasons.
Oh, legal. All right. So, tell us about Blutanq. Now, what's the Blutanq issue we have going on?
It's not really an issue. It's really a solution.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's me and my bro Dray's company.
Okay.
He Blue, I'm Tank. It's our childhood nicknames combined together. But most people don't know about us is that all three of us on this couch, we're all tax professionals.
Okay.
We all do taxes, certified through IRS and everything. But we also been through a whole spew of network marketing and stuff like that. Having companies close down on us, run. Don't put it in there.
No, you cool. I'm saying, you know.
We went through a whole bunch of MLMs and stuff like that, but we acquired throughout that whole time a whole bunch of insider knowledge that we share with other people now, and we have our own social networking group that we actually meet with in person, not just on the internet. And we teach them how to bring other people to the same site.
Okay.
As it grows.
So you teach others how to get that money, basically.
Yeah, we teach them not really just how to get the money, but actually, man, like networking is your biggest key to if you want to survive in business.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, without a doubt.
If you're in business and you're scared to go out and talk to people or be around people, you're not in business.
Because you never know what that relationship can bring.
Oh, exactly. I mean, it's people that I would never have talked to that I talked to just on the humbug of being in the enclosed environment where I couldn't avoid them.
Right.
But now
the
we're
things
like,
that they told
you, like things they told me was like, well, okay, it's like money in the pocket.
Yeah.
It's gold.
Yeah, of course. So real quick, we're gonna play a quick game, fellas. We got a couple questions, got a couple answers to go with it. I'm gonna ask y'all, the question as a whole. Y'all can give y'all answer individually. All right. First question. You are stranded, naked and afraid. You run across a dead pig, and the only thing good enough to eat on that pig was the nose or the tail. Which one you gonna eat?
No pork on my fork.
No pork on your fork? Fingers?
Man, how you gonna get away with that one, man?
Alright, I answer one of them. Dang, that's tough though, man.
The nose or the tail.
Right, yeah, man.
I heard that tail was alright with my country partners.
Right, I'm just thinking about all this snot nose, whatever they do with the nose, man. Man, I'll stick with the nose, I guess, man. Cause it's like I think about snot and I think about groceries. I'm cool.
Right.
So I'm stick with the nose, man.
Steve, what you got, man?
Man, I'm gonna go with the nose too, cause I think pigs wipe their tail when they land it out.
I feel it, y'all. Hey, you ain't gotta go no further. Let's move on. Question 2. You happen to be in Macy's grabbing up a little bit of lingerie for your lady for her birthday. You're focused, and you're trying to be sure that you find the one that she likes. But someone sees you looking in the lingerie and happens to tell the security on you. What would you do? Number 1, would you ignore security? 2, post a pic online to see which one your lady likes. Number 3, just say it's a man shopping for.
What came up with these questions?
What? Right, yeah.
Hey, it
I
wasn't
ain't
me.
doing. I'm not. I mean, listen.
I ain't paying them no never mind.
That's an internet shopping thing or something,
That's
bro.
what
Like,
internet-
yeah, give her a gift card, man. Bro.
Yeah, if I was in there, like, hey, I ain't paying. I'm doing
If
what
the
I'm
security
doing.
security guard come to me, I'm like, look, bro, come over here real quick, man.
Right,
Like,
yeah. What you think about this?
I'm gonna bring him into the whole situation.
Okay, I got
Just as
another
bad
one
as
for
me.
y'all. Popeyes or KFC?
Popeyes.
Churches.
Yours.
No, it gotta be spicy though, man.
It gotta be spicy?
Yeah, but I'm KFC though, man.
Okay, okay. So look, basketball season just cracked off, man. Who y'all running with this year?
Whoever win it, I don't know. Cavs.
Cavs
I'm hometown kid.
Hometown.
I'm Brian all day.
all day.
All day.
All right, well, there you have it, man. Y'all got anything y'all want to say? How can we reach y'all, Frankie?
Oh yeah. A couple shout outs real quick, man. You can get all the CO7 clothing at thefreshfactor.com. That's www.thafreshfactor.com. Shout out to Butchie the Barber, he got me right. I told him I'll do that for him. That's about it, man.
Dray, you got anything you want to shout out?
Just find me on Facebook, Dray 10 Talents. You spell it out 10 in the talents.
Oh, yeah.
You can find me on there. That's about it.
You got no tattoo parties coming up?
Oh,
I
yeah.
got some tattoos coming up. I mean, you know, but I'm more
Right.
focused on this film work now. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 11 talents now.
Boy got some hidden talents, all right.
yeah, that's just an understatement, man. You know,
Right.
just-
I feel it, Steve.
Sure, you can follow me on Facebook, Steve Parms second. Just shouts out to God for just being here.
Okay. All right, well, there you have it, man.
It's real now. Come from the bottom to the top. Ill now. It's real now. Come